Okay, case of the day. Get a chance to look at them. They're kind of interesting. First one was case number 3, a 50-year-old who presented with vague thickening in one of her breasts. So this was the year before. I don't think I showed you this. Well, 3 years before. This was done in Arizona someplace. Read as normal, and then she came back and she showed up at our place looking like this. Now, what's the distinct abnormality? Two distinct abnormalities you see right away. One breast is smaller than the other, appears smaller, and a lot of architectural distortion down here. So two things that look pretty weird. So right away, you know, this lady's in big trouble. Because what she has, of course, is, well, not of course, but it happens that she has a shrinking breast due to infiltrating lobular carcinoma, which is one of the things, one of the major things that does cause this kind of appearance. Invasive lobular actually has many appearances. It's a very difficult disease for that reason. About 40% of the time, it presents just like invasive ductal carcinoma as a spiculated mass. Only about 15% of the time presents as kind of a vague parenchymal asymmetry, which drives us crazy, of course, because it really meets all those features that Richard describes as pretty much normal. The only thing we have to go on are the physical findings and the asymmetry involved. And again, that's why it's so important to look at asymmetries, as Richard mentioned yesterday. Architectural distortion as the only finding, about 15%. Diffuse changes, including the shrinking breast, only about 15% of all lobulars. So that's a pretty small percentage, but it is a very real one because it's so striking. And it presents as a relatively well circumscribed mass about 12% of the time. And it doesn't show any findings on the mammogram whatsoever about 3% of the time. So you can see it has a variation in appearance, but the shrinking breast is a striking one because